Hi everyone, welcome to episode 10 of elle-TV. Today I am filming from Stanford University in Palo Alto, California. I am in one of the many beautiful courtyards and green spaces. This used to be my old stomping grounds. I didn't go to Stanford. That's another story. However, I did work here for 4 years and I have not been back here in many years, so it feels really good to be here. Earlier I spilled something on my t-shirt, so I had to go to the bookstore and the shirt popped out at me. It is relevant to the question that I will be answering today. Today's question comes from a current student who asked me, Professor Lumsden, is it possible or is it impossible if I know now that I would like to work at a law firm coming from Golden Gate University? I didn't go to a Stanford or a Princeton or a Harvard or name that Ivy. Is it possible for me to still get a firm job? Great question, and I will be honest with you and say that it is possible, but you will need to hustle. And that is what I love about Golden Gate law students, is that many to most of them are born hustlers. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean many of you are coming from families where you are the first in your family to either go to college or to come to law school. We have an extremely diverse class of entering students, and many of you have known what it is to have to really struggle to get yourself to places, including the accomplishment of getting into law school. So congratulations on getting into law school. There are 3 things that I will ask you to focus on in terms of pursuing a dream to get into a law firm or into big law, quote unquote big law. 1, you are going to have to hustle and focus when it comes to your work, your academic work. Now, I know that many of you are already studying hard or already plan to study hard, but I know that sometimes in law school you can be easily distracted, and sometimes distractions are good to get you away from working all of the time, to get you out of your head, but you will be distracted by student organizations and the million events that are there, and the desire to work and get internship experience. All of that is good and necessary, but if you want to work at a law firm, you really need to get the best grades possible, and that can only be done by putting your nose to the books and spending a lot of time by yourself, really in front of those books, or with a study group or a study partner. I would also recommend that you reach out to your professors to make sure that you are keeping up with the material. That don't wait for the final exams to tell you how well you're doing. Reach out to, go to office hours. I went to office hours in law school maybe once. It was a different time, so less encouraged maybe. But your professors, we are here to help you, so come see us. We can give you a gauge early on about your study habits and what you're doing. Also, there's the academic development department. They will help you get a handle on your writing, which is priority number 1 if you want to work at a large law firm. You need to make sure that you know how to write, which can be a weakness for many students. So the sooner you get a handle on legal writing, the better. Number 2 is that you are going to, after you get a handle on your studies and you make sure that you have the top grades, you are going to have to network. And to many people that is a dirty word, but it really just means you have to talk to people. You have to come talk to, as I said, you have to talk, even talking to your professors is networking, because we have been out in the world for so long that many of us have deep connections within the legal community, both in the Bay Area, in other places. Like I came from New York, I know lawyers in New York. In other places, you need us, not just your professors, but other lawyers, people who are already lawyers, to hear your dreams and to connect you to other people who may be able to help you with those dreams. And then number 3, you need to do your research. Not every law firm is the same, and so it's not just about, oh, I want to make a lot of money. You need to figure out what kind of law do you want to practice? Who do you want to work for? Where do you want to work? All of those things will be instrumental, and the more I don't know, with it together, you appear in terms of doing research and being really smart about what it is that you want to do, the more other people will want to help you. So we're keeping it short again this week. I hope that that is helpful. This is just an introductory portion of this talk. I hope that we will talk more in the future. But the three things to recap: you're going to focus on your academics to make sure that your grades and that your writing are top notch. Number two, you are going to network after you have gotten your grades under control and your writing under control. And then number three, you're going to do your research about the specific law firms or practice areas that you think that you would like to practice in. Until next week.